What inspired you to actually focus on homelessness for your next short film?
Well, it was really meeting Naomi, who is the girl that this story is based on. It's inspired by some of her real experiences sleeping rough on the streets in London, which she was on and off for a couple of years. And the film is being made to provide more of a personal insight into some of the reasons why someone so young, she was only 21 at the time, could end up in this kind of vulnerable situation of feeling like they have nowhere else to go. There are a lot of programs, documentaries made on the subject in a kind of broad way, whereas this particular film just focuses on this character, takes a more inward look at you know, her story and what matters to her most in those 24 hours that it follows her for.
I mean, tell a little bit more about her life. What was it so inspiring that you thought you could just focus on her story?
Well, yeah, so, I mean, like, as Paul mentioned, so he met Naomi on the streets, and it was just like, because she's so young, Paul was very curious about how someone could get into such a vulnerable position like this. And she's not the only person. I mean, like, we've partnered on the film with Centrepoint, who are the leading charity for homeless young people in the UK, and they've had stats saying an estimated 15,000 young people from between the age of 16 to 24 will be on, you know, the streets during the month of December. So, yeah, so it's a really important story to kind of like tell, and as a way of informing people about.
I mean, what did you find out? I mean, when you say you want, it's not black and white, you want to change preconceptions, tell us, what exactly do you want people to know about homelessness in the capital?
Meeting Naomi, the thing that kind of struck me was that she, you know, you do have the, I had these preconceived ideas of homelessness, I guess a lack of understanding of how you can end up in that situation. The thing with Naomi, she's a qualified horse riding instructor. She's very bright, very smart, and I think I was struck by how someone who, you know, seems like they could really go somewhere with their future could end up in that type of situation. And I think through her story and through a mix of circumstantial things and of how she kind of wound up in that situation, and more importantly how she's now off the streets, how you get out of that situation. I think the film gives a snapshot insight into that.
And just really quickly, you're trying to raise some money here to get this film made.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so we've got a crowdfunding campaign on Indiegogo. We've raised 75%. We've got 10 days left.